You must have seen them 1,000 times on every railway track. They are found in every country and region with railway tracks. I'm talking about those grey and dusty rocks piled up along the train tracks. They look very much like a cheap way to fill the space, or perhaps just leftovers of construction debris. But the truth is that these specific stones are intentionally poured on those railway tracks, and without them, every train on Earth would eventually sink into the mud. These aren't just rocks, they are a high-tech engineering solution called ballast. Because they are similar to the historical nautical term for heavy materials like stones and iron placed in a ship's hold for stability and support. They protect the train from sinking into the earth, and also act as a cushion and balance to the railway track structure. It takes the immense concentrated weight of the train and spreads it over a wide area to dissipate the pressure so the ground doesn't get crushed. Think about having a fully loaded freight train weighing over 10,000 tons moving at high speeds. That would create massive amounts of vibration and downward pressure. Now imagine if the rail tracks are laid directly on the soil or sand without those ballasts. Rain will indeed turn it into swamp, and over time, the tracks would warp, the wood would rot, and the train would simply slide off the rails. So the rail tracks need a foundation that can hold the weight of the train, drain the waters, and keep the tracks perfectly still. But then you may ask, why these specific rocks? This is where the engineering gets clever. These stones are sharp, ugly, and with rough edges. You will never see a smooth rounded part of these stones on a railway track, and there is a very specific engineering reason behind that. First, the shape. Ballast is made of crushed stone, usually granite or limestone, with sharp and irregular edges. These edges lock together like a 3D jigsaw puzzle, which creates a solid platform that doesn't shift, even under 10,000 tons of pressure during the train movement. Secondly, the drainage. Because the stones are large and irregular, there are gaps between them, which allows rainwater to flow through instantly, allowing the water to drain away quickly and keep the ground underneath dry and preventing the track bed from becoming soft, washing away, or freezing, which could cause structural failure. Thirdly, the vibration. The stones actually act as a massive shock absorber, dissipating the energy of the moving train in order not to damage nearby buildings or the ground itself. Fourthly, alignment. Ballast keeps the tracks in place, preventing them from warping due to temperature changes or shifting under the sideways forces of a moving train. But despite the durability, even the strongest stones don't last forever. Over decades, the constant pounding of trains grinds the stones against each other, turning them into smooth dust. When they lose their sharp edges, they lose their lock. That's why you'll see massive ballast cleaners, giant machines that literally vacuum up the rocks, sift out the dust, and spit the good stones back out. This is a never-ending cycle of maintenance that keeps the world moving. Next time you're standing at a rail crossing, look deep down. You will notice that those dusty rocks are the only things standing between a smooth ride and a total disaster. If you enjoyed this look at the hidden world around us, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, as we keep uncovering the secrets of the most common things you see every day.